Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So I am a little sick. I'm getting better. I feel a little bit better than I did last week. So just an FYI, I've been feeling a little under the weather. So if this video, you guys can see that it's like cut in different places, is because I'm probably coughing. Like it's so weird though, because like I don't have a runny nose. I don't have a sore throat. I don't have fiebre. Like it's literally just a cough that I'm fighting, which is so annoying. I hate coughing. It is seriously the most annoying thing ever. For today's video, I'm gonna be showing you guys how to do your makeup in 2024. So a lot of you guys already know how to slay your makeup, and the other half of you guys have no idea what you're doing. So in this video, I'm gonna be trying my best to show you guys what it is that you need to complete a makeup look. Now we're not doing something crazy or heavy. This is literally just the base, because I feel like that's what the most people struggle with, is the base makeup. And of course we can do this, we can make a series out of this, so we can definitely do a full beat for beginners, or even eyeshadow for beginners, brows. The list can go on, so let me know your guys' ideas down below. But in this video, we are only going to be dedicating to the base makeup, which I feel like is what people normally struggle with the most. I have all my products laid out here in front of me. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. All right, so step one, of course, is skincare. Skincare, you guys, is huge. Used to not think this was important, but it is. Oh my gosh, you guys, the way that you treat your skin is going to reflect on your base makeup, on the way that your foundation will lay on your face. So I already did my skincare. I already have a skincare routine that I upload quite frequently, actually, on TikTok or on YouTube or on Instagram. So definitely follow me there. I think I also have my rutina de skincare here on YouTube. I'll link it here for you guys if I have one. But for sure you will find one on my TikTok or Instagram. Okay, the second step, you guys, now this, I don't know if you guys do wear SPF already, but SPF I think is so important, especially if you're going to be wearing your makeup out for the entire day. And if you live in a really sunny state like myself, I live in Arizona, so there's sun every single day. So I wear SPF every day, even under my foundation. If I'm going out, or even if I'm not going out, I always wear SPF. I feel like also when I wear SPF, I feel like it really made a difference in my skin. I don't know what it is, but like my skin glows every time I use SPF. I love Beauty of Joseon of SPF 50. You can find this on Amazon and TikTok Shop. And then this one is from Vacation, their classic whip. This is actually brand new and it's only SPF of 30. You can find this at Sephora, but they did send me this to try and I have been using it, and it's actually pretty cool how it applies. It legit looks like a whipped cream can, which is so freaking cool, and a little bit goes a long way. Wear SPF every single day to prevent wrinkles, you know, sun damage. So it's just a must. All right, primer. So for me, I am combo to oily. So I love using my Hydro Grip Primer just because I love how the foundation can grip onto this primer and it's gonna make your makeup last all day. I love how like dewy and like lightweight this also feels. Like it doesn't feel super cakey on the skin. So when it comes to primers, you guys, like I said, I only apply it in my T-zone area because those are like the most troubled areas on my skin. Personally, not so much on my forehead. Like I feel like my forehead is okay. I feel like it's usually just like around here, the cheek area, where I have like larger pores, and then my nose and my chin. Don't mind this volcano here. I've been trying my best to like not touch it and pop it. Just ignore her. She's gonna sit there for the entire tutorial. Okay, so foundations. Foundation, you guys, can be very difficult. I would definitely say to find the best foundation shade that matches your skin tone. Definitely walk into like a Sephora or Ulta to get color matched. Now, sometimes they do a good job, sometimes they don't. So if you have like a makeup artist bestie or somebody that can go with you to help you find your perfect shade, that is like the best route to go. For me, I usually like to stay in like the light to medium range section. I don't like foundations that look too pink for me or like too orangey. Like, I don't know. I don't like that kind of undertone for myself. I like more like the light, medium, warm tones. So there's two ways that you can apply foundation, you guys, depending on what you want. There's girls that like a good foundation, like base for work or whatever the case may be. But these two foundations are literally a dupe for each other, but they are really, really great coverage, very lightweight. It doesn't feel cakey or heavy on the skin. It feels very comfortable. If you are a extremely oily girly, you are going to love this one. I actually love this one. Whenever I go to quinceañeras or a wedding and I don't want my makeup to budge, like I mean at all, and my oils are controlled throughout the entire day, you're gonna love NARS Soft Matte Foundation. It is seriously chef's kiss. It is so freaking good, especially for like during really hot times. Like for summer, this was the only foundation that I was using here in Arizona because it's hot. If you guys don't want nothing heavy like those two, I definitely recommend to pick up like a CC cream, which is kind of like a foundation, just a lot more lightweight. It feels more fresh, more airy. And also, you guys, I've been trying this from L'Oreal, and I've actually been seeing this all over TikTok recently, and I've had this forever, and I'm like, how have I not played with this enough? But I tried it the other day for church, and I loved it. Oh my god, this tint, you guys, I thought it was gonna be like it is sheer, but not like super sheer. It still gives you a good coverage, or it gives you good coverage, but it's very lightweight. It looks shiny. Can you guys see right now through the bottle? Like it looks like glittery, shiny or whatever, but once it's on the skin, it doesn't feel that way, and it lasts forever. I actually don't even powder when I use this stuff, and it's really, really good, and it does stay on for a good amount of time. So if you guys want to try something like this versus using like a regular foundation that you might feel heavy for the day, definitely recommend you guys checking out skin tints or CC creams. But for the purpose of today's video, I'm gonna go into my favorite, my True Match foundation in the shade W4. So I'm gonna apply this on the back of my hand. You can also apply your foundation with a beauty sponge if you want less coverage, or in my case, I love a full coverage. I'm gonna go in with a brush. So with a makeup brush, you are going to get a even application. So you want to go ahead and start to stipple the foundation in with a brush. Again, if you want less coverage, I would definitely recommend to go into a beauty sponge because it does soak up more product. But I'm gonna show you guys with a brush because it's what I love to use recently. I've been using brushes a lot more now than my beauty blender. Now for makeup brushes, I feel like Morphe has really great makeup brushes. Jessup Beauty also, you guys, have really great brushes for a way more affordable price than Morphe. If you guys are in the market to look for new brushes, those are the two brush brands that I love. Can you guys see my lunar still? Like it gives you great coverage, but you can still see your lunares, a little bit of your imperfections, but not too bad. Like I love the coverage of this, and it wears so beautiful throughout the day. Okay, so we're not gonna go into any cream contour because for cream contour, that's definitely more like a glam vibe. I'm doing more of like a I'm going to work every single day makeup, or just like beginner friendly makeup application. If you guys do want something a little bit more intense, more advanced, and you're at that level already, definitely let me know by liking this video or commenting down below and letting me know, and I can definitely do a more advanced beginner glam makeup look, whatever. So next up is concealers. So again, concealers are definitely going to be kind of like everything in this video, you guys. You're gonna try different products and see what works best for you and for your skin and what your skin is going to like. So for me, these are my top 3 concealers that I've been using last year, this year, like for a couple of years now. They were just so freaking good. Natasha Denona came out with her concealers, I believe last year, I think. Super great, I love, but my obsession is the Hourglass. These are so good. It's very creamy, it's very beginner friendly. It kind of reminds me a lot of the Natasha Denona. The formula, you guys, is just so creamy, so easy to blend. It gives you enough play time. It feels very lightweight. It's crease proof, so that's why I really love these two. And the third one is my Too Faced multi-sculpting concealers. These ones are also really great. I see a lot of makeup artists use this one and the Hourglass. They're just bomb. Now the placement, you guys, I'm almost out of my Hourglass, so I'm trying my best not to use her as much. I'm only using her like for like special occasions right now, okay, until I go out and buy some more. So I'm gonna go into the multi-sculpting concealer one in the shade Vanilla. So concealer is going to help bring forward what you want to bring forward. Does that make sense? Or what you want to highlight. So you always want to grab a shade that is at least 2 to 3 shades lighter than your actual skin tone or the actual foundation that you applied. You don't want it to be super close to your skin color, because or else you won't really tell that you are highlighting, if that makes any sense. And then you don't want it to be too white or too light, because then it's going to create some weird flashback with photography. So the rule of thumb is always 2 to 3 shades lighter than your actual skin tone or the color of your foundation. So for the purpose of this video, since we're not doing glam, I'm just gonna apply it like if I was gonna go somewhere and just I want to look presentable. So I'm gonna apply that right here, and towards the outer corner we're gonna go like this. This is gonna help lift the eye, and I'm only gonna go in with a little bit. Some people also like to do just 1, 2, 3, 4 dots and then just blend it out. I personally like this way because it's gonna help also make the nose look a little more narrow and just make it look more skinny, you know? And I do have some redness right here on the nose, so that's why I apply it personally right here. And then on the chin, just a little bit, because we're not doing something too crazy. My forehead, so your forehead, you guys, it's gonna depend. If you have a really big forehead, you wanna make sure that you're applying less concealer. If you have a very small forehead, you can definitely apply more to make the appearance that you have a bigger forehead. So for me, I don't know, I think I have like a small forehead, so I don't really like to go in with too much, just to like brighten that up a little bit more. But usually I go crazier than this, but I don't wanna go too crazy today. And we're gonna bring this down the bridge of the nose, because we're gonna highlight the bridge of the nose to make the illusion that we have a thin or a slim nose, which I'll show you guys how to apply powder bronzer later in this tutorial. Okay, so I have a clean sponge here, and what we're gonna do is just start to like blend this out. Now you don't wanna go like this, because you will remove any extra concealer or product. You always wanna use a patting and then bring this concealer this way. So the reason why we always, if you guys notice, I feel like a lot of people do this type of technique or concealer placement is to prevent to apply too much product. The reason why they go right here and right here, obviously also to kind of like thin out the sides of the nose, but it's usually also meant to apply less concealer, because you can just grab whatever you have here and pull it this way. So it's gonna cover this area. Okay, so setting powders. We have setting powders, and then we have loose translucent powders. So you have 2 different types. So it's gonna depend on what you want. Usually when I want something more natural, nothing too crazy, I would go into a pressed powder. Or I go into my Charlotte Tilbury one or the One Size Beauty one, whichever one you prefer. I'm thinking I'm going to the One Size Beauty. So I'm going to show you, you can go into a brush if you want to just add like some, set your T-zone. So when you go into your powder, go into a brush, and then you want to set the concealer so that way it doesn't go anywhere. And if you are oily, you want to do this in your T-zone area, because there's some people that don't like too much powder. People just like to set their T-zone and call it good. They mostly like looking for a foundation that's going to give them that extra coverage. So just going to depend on what you want personally. So if you also want to go into a translucent powder, you can also use a brush if you want to. And my Laura Mercier translucent powder, you can go in like this with a brush and do the exact same thing and set it. Again, it's going to give you a more natural look. And usually this is exactly what I do when I go to church. If I use a CC cream, I'll just set my T-zone with the translucent powder. I usually use a pressed powder if I'm doing something more like extra glam. Okay, so bronzer. For me, this is huge. I love bronzer so much. I've been using the Hoola Light from Benefit. I feel like it is so good. It looks really light in the pan, but once you apply it, I feel like it's the perfect color, because I don't like it where it looks too orangey. Like I like it where it looks more like a soft brown, like nothing too crazy. So I'm gonna go into my Jessup Beauty brush and grab some, and we're just gonna apply it on the sides. This is gonna go on top of your cheekbones to make the cheekbones look more skinny. So with contouring, versus the highlighting, which we did with the concealer. You guys, contouring is going to help minimize and shrink the areas that you guys don't want to come forward. So if you have a double chin, you want to hide that. That's where you want to apply your bronzer, because you want to hide the double chin and the jawline like that. Anything you want to highlight with a lighter concealer is anything you want to bring forward and you want to show off. Contour or bronzer is going to help minimize those areas and make them look more like skinny, more snatched. We want to hide those areas. Now for my nose contour, you guys, I'm gonna go back into the Hoola Light, and I always just like to do the sides of my nose like that using my Morphe M580 brush, and then I just go in on my tip of my nose like that. But I love this brush because it really helps me like place the bronzer where I want it to be placed. And then we will connect it towards the brows. Okay, so for blushes, you guys, of course, it's just gonna depend on what you like. For me, when it comes to like a full beat glam, super glam look, I love to go into my Juvia's Place number 4, volume 4 blush powder, whatever. And I like to go into this shade right here to make it look nice and pinky, more youthful looking. But I've also been really liking the Too Faced blush in the shade Velvet Crush, this color right here. I feel like this is a color that I would normally use like if I was working at an office and I don't want something super pink and like whoa in your face, you know what I mean? But again, it's gonna depend on your own personal preference and what looks good on your skin tone or on your complexion. But if I don't want to scare people at the office and I'm front desk, I definitely want something more subtle like this color. So now for highlight. Now it's just going to depend on you if you guys like wearing highlight. Some people don't like to wear highlight, but the reason why I like to wear it is because I love applying it on the down. I love to apply it down the bridge of my nose because it gives it like a nice glow look, and then just on the tip of my nose to make it appear like it's like a little bit lifted. And on natural days, I will put some on my forehead as well, but just a very little amount, nothing too crazy. And if you guys do like wearing highlight on the cheeks, then I would definitely recommend to put it up here like this, and then call it good. Nothing too crazy, but again, it's gonna depend on what you personally like. Okay, so I just curled my lashes, applied some mascara, a lip liner, and then more of the e.l.f. lip oil in the shade Coral Fixation. And that is it, you guys, for this makeup. If I was working at an office or I was like front desk, just doing my own thing, you know what I mean, at work, this is how I would normally do my makeup. Nothing too crazy para espantar a la gente que viene a la oficina, you know what I mean? Just cute, girly, my hair done, a cute little outfit. So I hope this helped if you are a beginner at makeup and you have no idea how to apply your foundation, what products to look for, how to place it. Of course, like I said, we all have different face shapes, so every technique is gonna be completely different. So I would highly recommend you guys checking out like a favorite beauty influencer that kind of looks like you, not like looks like you, but like face shape wise, you know what I mean? So that way you can try their techniques on your skin or on your complexion or your face shape, and see how that works for you. But usually the way that I did it today for you guys, the step-by-step is how normally everybody does their makeup. To be completely honest, it's just the placement when it comes to the contour and the highlighting is going to be completely different. Today we didn't go into cream contour because I definitely want to use that for a different video for a more advanced beginner friendly makeup. Let me know if you guys want to see more. I can definitely do more of these for you guys and sit down, explain what every product does and how to apply it. I love doing these type of educational videos, so definitely let me know. So yeah, with that said, you guys, las dejo, las quiero mucho, and I will see you guys on Thursday for another video. And crossing my fingers that I feel better. I literally feel like I'm in the clouds. Like I feel like I'm not really here. I think because of all the medication I've been taking to try to get rid of this cough is wild. I'm over it. I am so over being sick, but I'm here. I made it, and I'll see you guys on Thursday. Besitos, las amo. Bye. Soften up the mess, drop it in the water, let the daughter find an image with the